Hello everyone, and welcome to Biopedia. On today's episode, which I suspect will be a bit shorter than others, we're asking a bit of a silly question. Namely, how long do hobbits live in J.R.R. Tolkien's legendarium, and how does it compare with actual humanity in the modern day? Yes, that's all there is to it. It's a silly, fun topic to explore, and I thought it might make for an interesting episode where we learn something about human life expectancy along the way. So, without further ado, let's get into it. Now, my data source here is Appendix C of The Lord of the Rings. In this appendix, Tolkien presents a series of family trees, where birth and death dates for individual hobbits are mentioned. We get the names and birth and death dates for 54 hobbits within these trees. Importantly, no individuals were included in my dataset for whom death dates are not present, as these can't be used to generate an overall age. So, the average age for these 54 hobbits upon death was, drumroll please, 95.96 years old to two significant figures. Or, rounded to the nearest integer, 96 years old. Very respectable. The youngest age at death was 55, while the oldest was 130. The standard deviation for our dataset was 11 years when rounded to an integer value. Now, this by itself might sound very impressive, but let's do some comparisons, shall we? According to data present on the Worldometer website, based on the United Nations Population Division estimates, the average life expectancy of people of both sexes combined is 73.8 years old. For males specifically, this is 71.2 years, while females can expect to live longer with an average of 76.4 years. So, hobbits are doing better than we are by an average of 22 years to the nearest full number. Now, I did some maths here. The website had the average life expectancy data for every 5 years between 1950 and 2025, so I made a graph and a trend line. Between these same years, albeit with some bumps, the average life expectancy rose from 46.6 to 73.5 years. If this trend, and the equation that represents the trend line on the graph I made, were extrapolated forwards, it would apparently take until 2081 to reach the same average life expectancy as hobbits. So, they're really not doing that badly. That brings us to the end of today's episode. As always, thank you all for listening. Feel free to get in touch with the show's email address if you have any questions, comments, or topic suggestions for future episodes. Until next time, have a great week, everyone.